Alright, we got a piece of Ambrosia maple today. We're going to mount it on a faceplate. We're going to make another small bowl. It should end up about 6 inches like the walnut and cherry. And so we're just kind of eyeballing where I need a tenon to be. Yeah, that'll work. One of my faceplate screws does not seem to be tight. Let me fix that real quick. You're gonna get surged up and make sure we're still basically at center. Looks good. Moved a hair, that's okay. Couple mil. I haven't done hardly anything to it. That's all fine. If you didn't figure out, I have the camera mounted to the tail. There we go. I'm using a smaller faceplate than I used on the maple and cherry bowl. It uses button head screws. It doesn't have cone recesses in it, so I don't know. I'm not thrilled about it, but it is smaller. So there, yeah, it uses button heads instead of the little countersink ones that they normally have. I don't know why they didn't do that with this one. I guess it's just too small on the shoulder. We'll just put all of them in and be happy. So that's good. Turn it down to around 400. A big old catch over here again. Golly. Still real flat over here where the catch is. That sucks. Just on the short side. Ugh. It's that deep, more. Alright, we're gonna Hey, we made it kind of bell-shaped, inverted bell-shaped to get rid of that check. Yeah. We'll try and match the inside to have a little bit of a lip over. Alright, well, I'm going to take this faceplate off and that's going to be all for today. I'll come back. Let's try and actually give you a different angle while I work the outside. You see my cable management, guys, don't judge. Let's see, can we go up and spin towards me for a second. That'll give you a good look as I work on the outside. I'll back it up just a hair. Okay. Yeah, let's see if we can get these tool marks taken care of. Maybe get that cleaned up just a little bit. It's not so rough. Turn the RPM up to about 750. Gonna even go a little faster, about 1,000, 950. Yeah, that's good. We're gonna give it one more pass like that. I've got some tool marks here I want to get rid of. But that's way better on the end grain. Nice. Okay, I'm a lot happier with that. Yeah, that'll be good for taking care of that. Okay, I know that was not very exciting for just a little bit. Next time I turn the outside, I'll try to remember to put y'all there. We're gonna put you back to the end so you can see in the bowl as I cut the outside. So give me a second while I move the camera around again. There we go. I think that's about where you were last time. Happy with that. We are going to need a little spear point. I've noticed something I got to get better at, and what it feels like's happening to me when I get that little bit of tool chatter, it's because I'm cutting on two faces of the tool at once, and so it's double the stress on the tool. And so I got to be really good that I'm only, like, especially when you're down in there, that I'm only contacting one wall of the wood with one wall of the tool at a time. You can think of it as one big long knife edge. We can only cut it one place at a time. If you're trying to cut it two, I mean, it's a lot more work for the tool. I don't get a lot of spindle practice, and I've never made any finials. So trying to cut a tiny acorn out of the inner spindle as I get down to it is something I've been trying to do on these bowls just for practice. You make a tiny little top acorn shaped thing just to see if I can. It's not for any purpose, but it would be nice to get a clean one. I guess maybe I need to be doing that with oak if I'm trying to get an acorn. Maybe that's why the walnut and cherry were like, nah, we're not going to do that, because they don't throw acorns. But this maple is cutting nice. I may be able to get one. We're going to see here if I can get this acorn. There it went. Let's see how it looks. Not bad. It's got a little bit of a foot. That's where it broke off at. It's not as round. It's a little bit balloon shaped, but yeah, I could probably sand that down into a tiny little acorn. The top came out good. It's actually really smooth. It has a little bit of the ambrosia in it. I may try and keep this, touch up the end, put it with the bowl. All right, let's get back to real work. Side project done. We're gonna lower this down just a little. And we're gonna try not to go too much lower, fix the sidewalls into the right shape. And we've got a ton of cheek to take out of this bowl because, like I said, it should be concave this way just a little. This is gonna be tricky for me to do, but we're gonna try and get it done. I may have to switch tools here for a little bit. See what we can do. Okay, we're getting somewhere. My floor is there. Yeah. Okay, but this is doing good. I'm really happy. The shape is coming along. It's getting kind of concave. I just got to keep working. I may have to come to the other side of the lathe and get enough reach in with the tool. So I'm really just trying to work from the center to this wall that you see out here. Sorry, you probably can't see that. I'm just trying to work the floor. That's all I'm trying to do. I've got the knife kind of angled, so really I'm only cutting over here. The tip isn't touching the bottom, so I'm really just using this arc to push that floor down. We're still turning around 950, 960. This is where I wish I had my air compressor going. Oh, we still got to bring that down more. Okay, we're going to switch. We're going to flip it in reverse. We're going to cut on that side. I cannot get the angle I want. Put it back in reverse. We're going to cut on the far side. Still got a lot more cheek here than here. I want to bring this down a bunch. I'm going to sharpen my tool. I'll be back in a second. You'll probably hear me behind you off camera. That's not good. Well, me maybe taking another sharpening break. Alright, it landed on the handle. We didn't just ruin our knife. I need to concave the bottom. It's convex, and then, man, I think we're pretty happy. I would like to take that part down a little bit more, but it's gonna be okay. All right. Back and forward, not cutting in reverse. Okay, we got it down. I think that's pretty good shape. You can see I've still got a tool mark here at the turn end, but I think I can take that out with sanding, even it up, make it look good. I think we're ready to sand. I'm happy with this. It does kind of dip in like where you would expect it to. You feel it on the inside. When it comes out, the bottom is flat. The backside has the slightest conical taper off of flat down. You'll see it when I pull it off and show you the profile. But I think it's going to give it an attractive foot. Hopefully the Ambrosia is going to pop out of here really good. I did get some isopropyl alcohol, so that's going to help us dust this free. Raise the grain, get a good cut on it. Yeah, we're gonna get this sanding here. There we go. I know you think it's crazy. I'm gonna take my dust mask off to sand, but I can bring the dust collector over now. Here you can see I've got the dust collector here, and that almost lines up exactly with the bowl. All I have to do is push my banjo all the way to the end, lock it down, the handle flips on there. It's great. And so that's gonna catch all the sawdust that's really fine that might come towards my face before it gets there, so I can take my mask off. Okay, this is pretty rough on the inside and out, so we're gonna start at 180. I want to make sure I get the tools out of there. I may go down to 80. We're gonna see what the 180 does. This seems pretty soft, so I think that's gonna help us. Hit it with the isopropyl, give it a good wipe down so you can get an idea of what this is going to look like. And we're going to, like I said, we're going to start with 80 grit, work our way from there. It's not too bad. We're going to start at 120, see what this does. Maybe I won't have to use the 80. We'll pick that one up in a minute. Ooh, she really wants to just grab. We're gonna cut this down, make a smaller piece. I'm just attacking that tool mark line. Right there in the middle that I need gone the most. Okay, you can see that tool mark's still pretty heavy. We're gonna go down to the 80. Still a little bit of that tool mark, man, it's deep. It's really just in this one area. The rest is pretty well come out. This one little part right here. See it from there, but I bet you can. It's easiest to do the inside of a bowl in reverse and the outside and forward if you're trying to go fast. Man, that's super smooth off 80 grit. I love it. .120 in reverse. That's 800 grit and then burnished with maple sawdust, from its shavings. We're gonna hit it with steel wool both ways. 4/0. I had a little flyer caught on it somewhere. I could see it in the silhouette. Alright, time for finish. Same beeswax with orange oil as I did the other bowls recently. Okay, that's done. I'll cut the foot off and I'll wax the bottom again. I'll make that bit flat so it sits true. Ambrosia pattern stain. Kind of looks like a star inside there, sort of. Yep. Thanks for watching.